Here's my overall thoughts on BTC Bitcoin and what we can expect in June. So let's zoom out here. I want to take a look at our higher time frame chart because I think this paints a really clear picture of what's actually going on here. So we have this really nice upwards channel that we've been tracking for quite some time. It was put in between 2021 and 2022. We can see very well respected at the highs here, nearly to the dollar, right? Tapping that here to put in our current all-time high, right? And so the thing that I want to really acknowledge here, and then you can see I have this drawn out, is that price locally is range bound, right? So if we go ahead and clear this out here and go down to a daily time frame, you can see between, roughly 73,000 and 60,000, Bitcoin has just been ranging with a nice deviation here. So if we go down to lower time frames and kind of take a look, you can see here I have this drawn out much cleaner on this chart here. If we go down to these lower time frames, most simply put, the most simple way that I can share this with you guys is that we have this daily fair value gap here. And ultimately what I would be looking for, what I had shared earlier this week, is a setup that looks something like this, where we would see a move down to this zone, where we'd actually back test, right? We can see this green box here was, support, resistance, back and forth. It's a key SR flip zone. What I think would be really nice is to take out some of these previous lows here, get that move down to this zone, and hit it for a bounce, holding this fair value gap as support. The alternative scenario is that we actually revisit range lows and this now fresh monthly that we just put in, now going into June. Now, because we're in this range, what I'm thinking is that price, like I said, may come down, take out these lows for a bounce, and then visit range highs. And from there, we'll either gain acceptance above and have some degree of continuation, or we can look to continue to range, maybe back to the midline or potentially back to range lows. I think going back to range lows would be pretty excessive. For me, I would think that we either do it now and continue the range, right? Or we would come down and get a move back up here and then maybe to the midline. And again, we'll have to evaluate that as this price point comes up in the future. But for me, like I said, I definitely see June playing out in such a way, whether it's bouncing, from kind of the 65K zone, whether it's bouncing here or getting a move down to range lows in this fresh monthly that we just put in. Either way, the thing that I really want to impress on everybody is that we are in a range and we should expect price to continue to range until we either A, break up or break down out of this range. And like I said, my idea is that we do get this move when we get the move up, or we get the move to range lows for them to move up. So we'll go ahead and conclude it there. I just wanted to give you guys some context from higher time frame going into lower time frame to highlight why I'm looking at this as my current trade setup.